and male-centered is pointless. Why? Because women are the most valuable players. The moment that women realize that being a woman alone makes you the prize, everything will change, okay? You are the most valuable player if you are a woman. You are the asset. You are the advantage. I'm not saying that men aren't needed and they're not important, but women are the foundation. Without us, nothing moves. Why do you think so many men hate women? It's because they know the power that we hold and the nerve of you not to use it. Okay? And there are plenty of men that take advantage of women that don't know their power. And that's weak. So they prey on the weak, okay? Why aren't more women putting themselves on a pedestal? You should literally be waking up every single day feeling like you are the best thing since sliced bread. Simply because you are a woman. Not because how you look, your size, your color, just because you are a woman. You should make commands and make life work in your favor. Everyone around you should be at your beck and call. Why? Because you hold the power. You have always held the power. You'll always hold the power. Unless you hand it over to a mangy mutt. Okay? And if you already did, this is your wake up call. Snap out of it. Remember that you truly hold all of the power. You hold the power in your love life. You hold the power in your finances. You hold the power in your career, in your entire reality. Yes, you, woman. Stop letting foolish men and foolish people make you forget that. Keep them where they belong, at the bottom. You are the queen. You're at the top. You're in control. Make life your servant. Okay? Get up, show up, slay, and pray every single day. Make life move the way that you desire because you can. Make the men cry, make the men work, and make them hurt. All while you are smiling and enjoying your beautiful fucking life. Do you hear me?
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechak Wadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned the truth from. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect of the nation of Israel, Yasharala, Shalom. And, as you see in this opening clip, you got this, I don't know, she can be, she could be an Eve, she could be, she can be a Hamite, she can be an Edomite. All right, we don't know, but this mind frame, of this woman, all right, is completely going off. Okay, you women, especially you Israelite women, you really think like that. You think you're the prize. You think you running the show. You think controlling everything. The world revolves around you. And a lot of you women, you're ready to find out, all right, that the Israelite man, okay, is the prize. All right, and you know, really, the men of the Lord are the prize. All right, but the Israelite man in general is the prize. Okay, it ain't you women, man. You women, you ain't the prize. You ain't you ain't the creme de la creme. You ain't none of that, man. All right, that the word woman means servant. Okay, look it up, man. Let's go ahead and read this. First Peter 3:5, and it reads, "For after this manner in the old time, okay, in the ancient world, the holy women also, who trusted in the Most High God Yahweh, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands." All right. So, if how are you the prize when you were created to be in subject? All right, sub meaning under. subjection, under the rule of your husband. Okay, this is what the scriptures say. This is what Yahweh Shema Shai say. This is the place that you women are. This is the role you are meant to be in underneath your man. All right. How are you the prize? How are you? The how are you running? How are you running anything? All right, for you women, man. All right, uh when men, all right, create everything. Okay, how about Shema Shai uses men to create everything that you use. So how I'm not understanding you women who have this mind frame. 1 Peter 3:6, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham. All right, when you obey something or someone, you're not in control. All right, you're taking orders. Okay, you're taking commands. Like she was saying, you command. No, you women were created to take commands from a man. All right, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. Okay, 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with him according to knowledge, according to what the scriptures say, giving honor unto the wife, the woman, as unto the weaker vessel. All right, you women, you're weak. You're weaker. You ain't on the level of a man. All right, you're not the prize, man. Okay, and you women, you can ready to find that out. All right, because all hell's getting ready to break loose. Man, 2026 is gonna be a year to remember. Okay, especially for you women, man. All right, you women getting ready to be put in your place. Okay, you ain't finna be on YouTube, running your mouth talking about you the prize, and you this and you that. Nah, man. And as being heirs together of grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Okay. So you women, how are you the prize? Let's go ahead and grab this word prize. Okay, and we'll go all the way down where it says value extremely highly. Okay, so a prize is something of value. Okay, extremely high value. All right, and that is the Israelite man. Okay, beginning with the elect man. We are the prize. Okay, and you women, you getting ready to see. All right, because the Lord he's getting ready to show the world. He's getting ready to show the world who his men are. 1 Timothy 2:11, and it reads, "Let the woman learn in silence." All right, you ain't supposed to be on YouTube talking. All right, especially talking about you the prize and you supposed to be giving out commands and all this nonsense, man. With all subjection, there go that word subjection again, meaning what? Underjection, under the rule of. Okay, with all you supposed to be underneath the rule of your man. All right, that you not the prize. All right, you women out there, man. You Israelite women who are in the spirit. Hey, you better repent, man. 1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, plain and clear. All right, for you women who thinking you teaching the scriptures, you ain't supposed to be teaching nothing, man. Nor to usurp authority over the man. You can't. You women who get on the internet, talking all this nonsense, you the prize, and the men supposed to bow down to you. And we getting ready to see, man. But to be in silence. Be in silence, man. Be quiet. That The Lord is getting ready to shut a lot. He's getting ready to shut you women's mouths. Okay, via Jacob's trouble. 1 Timothy 2:13. For Adam was first formed. How are you the prize when a man was first formed? All right. For you women who thinking you gods, you think Yahweh Shemam Shai is they have to be women. All that rhetoric, man. No, Adam was first formed. All right, because the Lord is dealing with the man. Then Eve, you came after. You're an afterthought. You're a help me. You're supposed to be helping out. That's your job, man. All right, for you women. You want to know your role. You want to know what you're supposed to be doing. You feel lost. Your job is to be helping your man. Okay? And nothing else. You ain't supposed to be running nothing. You ain't supposed to be in charge of nothing. You ain't supposed to be no goddamn police chief. None of that, man. Okay, we'll go here. Lamentations 4:1. And it reads, how has the gold become dim? Who is the Lord speaking about? Speaking about he's speaking about the men of his nation. Okay? How is the most fine gold changed? All right, a gold is very valuable. You seeing the price of gold skyrocket because people know, first and foremost, they know, okay, that there's a change coming in the economy, but gold has always been valuable. All right, it's considered a prize. The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. All right, Lamentations 4:2. The precious sons, all right, the men, the sons of Yasharallah, of Zion, comparable to fine gold. So the Lord is comparing the men of his nation to the prize. All right, we're the prize, man. We're the gold. We're valuable. Gold is very valuable. All right. How are they esteemed as earthen pictures, the work of the hands of the potter? How are they? We've been brought low because it's only because our disobedience, but we still looked at, all right, as valuable in the eyes of Yahweh Shemam Shai. All right, it says the precious sons, not daughters. Okay, and it say daughters, man. It says sons. All right, you women ain't the prize, man. You ain't the gold. Okay, you getting ready to see that, man. You getting ready to see. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shemam Shai turn his men into gold, man. All right, we're gonna be shining. Okay, and you women already seeing it. You just still rebellious, man. But you see it, man. You see it shining. Laying it off here. Isaiah 13:12, and it reads, I will make a man. All right, a man, not a woman. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. All right, speaking about that gold again, man, valuable. The Lord's getting ready to make his men valuable. Okay, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right, so the Lord's getting ready to turn his men. He's getting ready to turn his men up. Okay, that's where that Isaiah 4:1 gonna come into place. Okay, because the women gonna see the men of the Lord shining. They ain't gonna have a choice, man. Because the other men, they're gonna be as women. They're gonna be through. All right, they're gonna be dross. But the men of the Lord, okay, Lord, that the men that the Lord is gonna raise up, whoever they are, okay, whoever those men are going to be, they gonna be valuable. Okay, they gonna be, they gonna be the prize, man. It ain't gonna be you women. All right, it ain't gonna be you women, man. So get that out your head, man. But you know, the Lord's getting ready. He's getting ready to do what he's getting ready to do. You know, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and uplifting to you, Akim. Till next time, Shalom.